Hi all, till now we have completed what are variables, why do we use them, and we have completed instance variables and static variables. So today we are going to see what are local variables and why do we use them. So without wasting time, let's get started. So friends, what are local variables? Local variables are the variables that are declared inside method, constructor or block. So you can see here we have a class bank account and we have a method deposit. Inside this deposit, we have declared our local variable. So since it is local variable and is declared inside method constructor or blocks, so if you try to access outside the method, let's see what happens. So if I'm writing here sysout and I'm trying to print the transaction fee, you can see here this is our transaction fee variable and we are trying to access outside the method. So here we are getting compile time error, cannot resolve symbol transaction fee, create local variable transaction fee. This means local variables cannot be accessed outside the method. So friends, let's remove this part because we already know local variables are declared inside method, constructor or blocks. So now let's discuss on another important point, that is default value. So what will be the default value of local variable? Unlike instance variables and static variables, local variable does not get default value. So value should be provided before we use them. Let me just try to show you. So let me just try to remove this value, default value, and let me just try to print it. So see here we are getting compile time error saying variable transaction fee might not have been initialized. So Java gives you compile time error because local variables must be initialized before use. So every time when you use local variables, you need to give some default value. So let me just try to give again the default value as it is. And this time if I put sysout and try to print the value, you will get the output. It will run successfully basically. Yeah, see. Now let's discuss another important point for local variables, that is memory. So local variables are stored inside static memory, whereas we have seen instance variables is stored inside heap memory. Okay. So now let's discuss another important point for local variable, that is access modifiers. So local variables cannot use access modifiers like public, private and protected, which we are using for instance or static variables. And even if we try to do that, let's see what happens. Private double transaction. So see here if you are using private, it is showing modify private not allowed here. So this means for local variables, we cannot use access modifiers. So friends, to summarize this video, local variables are declared inside methods, have limited scope, must be initialized before use and exist during method execution. So now we all know that instance variables belongs to object, static variables belongs to class and local variables belongs to methods. So friends, we have completed different types of variables in Java. If you still have any doubts, you can put all your doubts into comment section. I will try to answer it whenever I get free time. So friends, if you are new to my channel, I am creating Java tutorial videos from beginner level and that too from scratch. So if you don't want to miss any update for my upcoming videos, don't forget to subscribe my channel. Also like, share, comment on the content if this video bring out any benefit to you. Happy learning with Java and see you in the next video.